All right, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to have a very important subject that you should watch this video from the beginning to the end. All right, so this is what we got going on. I have a mentorship program. It's $10,000. It's not for everybody. Email me and we could discuss if you're an appropriate fit. Also, what I think most people are fit are for the King program, which is $3,000 one and done, or you can go ahead and get on the payment plan. Let me say something. If you're not willing to do the work, don't sign up for it because it's a lot of work. And if you want your life to be radically different 90 days to 6 months in the future, this is the program for you. Also, there's some new stuff down there. I don't know if I'm gonna remember it, but there's new channels like this channel here, Hustlers Kung Fu Wealth Development. It's about the business, the holding companies, hiring, all this other stuff. And this is where I'm going to put the Whatnot Chronicles. I don't even know if that's what I'm going to call them, but that's one of the things we're going to talk about. So that will be over here. All right, so let's get into it. The sooner you hire employees, the sooner you have a real business. So let me go ahead and walk you through something. I've hired 2 employees recently, and this is for the Whatnot business. Now, this means that I've got to pay these people, and we got to work some stuff out. But the sooner you can work some stuff out, even when my online course business was doing really well, I had a full-time assistant. I've always hired people because she would do some stuff and she would be on top of things for me. But this whole notion that you can build this business by yourself. Now, I will talk about there's online businesses that you can build by yourself that can be really profitable. However, if you want to make real money, typically you start outsourcing. So let me kind of walk you through the map plan. I've got 2. I need to hire 2 more, and I need to hire a manager type person. So that's coming up probably toward the middle of this month. So ideally, let me just kind of walk through what's going through my mind. We'll be selling on Whatnot and we'll be selling on TikTok, which means that we may have 2 full-time crews, which means that we would have 8 people plus the manager. The manager could operate both, so that's 9. And I may have the host do the shipping after the show because the shipping is not like very task. It's easy. So do the shipping. And then, so we're talking about 9 employees hired between, let's say by February, we'll be up to 9 employees for this business. Now, one of the things I'm doing is I'm not hiring cheap. I'm not trying to get people for 12. And starting pay is $25 an hour. Why is it $25 an hour? Well, essentially, I want to get good people who want to be committed to the process and helping me make more money. And then also, if we hit our metrics, they can get up to $50 an hour. Yes, if they hit their metrics, 2 months in the future, because if they hit their metrics, because I got to explain this to them, 2 months you'll be at $25 an hour, but you start cranking it out, you go up to $30 an hour. You start becoming elite, you go up to $35 an hour. You start really ringing it, you go up to $40 an hour. Now you become elite. I don't expect everyone to hit the $50 an hour mark. That's going to be for the elite people, and it's going to be personality driven. And also with TikTok Shop, that's going to be interesting because we could put different pricing models over there. So we got a lot of stuff that's going to go. But this is one of the reasons that I've hired 2 people already. I would be the bottleneck. If I was doing the hosting, I would be the bottleneck. I would do the hosting, then I would have to go source the stuff, then I would have to ship the stuff. That's just none but bottlenecks and frustration. And essentially, I'm gonna have, let's see, I kind of give you the plan. This is called sterling silver. I gotta look at it because it's on the other phone. And then we're gonna have one, we're gonna do costume jewelry. So essentially, we can have 18 employees running 4 different verticals. Yes, 18 employees. And this can happen by March, right? So this is a very different thing. Now, why did I go out immediately hiring employees? I knew that for my business to elevate, I needed help, and I needed the right kind of help. So, right now we're in that foundational phase where there's not a lot going on, but I still got to pay these people. And this is one of the things that scares so many folks: hiring someone and being responsible and actually having to put money in people's pockets. Well, I feel that I'll be putting money in their pockets for maybe a week or two. First paycheck, that'll be on me. After that, the business should support paying them. And once that happens, hiring people becomes super easy, super simple, because the business is paying them. I'm not paying them, the business is paying them. And this is one of the things that you guys have got to look at. I know there's a lot of false information online. There's a lot of information talking about how you don't have to hire anyone. Everyone's looking for a scam. I'm going to give you real actionable business advice, kind of like the Kill Switch Chronicles. So this is one of the things that you need to do. When you get to the point where you're actually hiring people, you separate yourself from virtually most of these online people. Number one, they don't have the skills. They don't know how to interview. They don't know how to set up. They don't know how to do that, right? And this is one of the things you're going to learn in the Whatnot program, because that's going to be, this month we're going to get into more AI income. Then we're going to get into corporate citizen V2, and then we're going to get into the Whatnot program. So that's going on this month. Now, this is one of the reasons that I am hiring people, so I'm not stuck. I'm not stuck doing all this stuff, because the way that I'm going to train them and I'm going to leave. And I'm going to see how they do without me being there breathing down their necks. This is how you build a business. Once again, one of the things is that once you actually start doing this and putting yourself in a different vertical, it changes everything. Everything. So I'll share a secret with you. Well, it's not a secret. I think I've talked about this before. I'm getting back in the storage auction business, but I'm getting back in the storage auction business way different. Probably going to hire 4 loading guys. And who I'm going to hire? Movers. I'm going to be looking for professional movers to do this, because they know how to move stuff, right? So I'm looking for movers. And movers are going to love this because it's not going to slow down. Like moving seasons go up and down. It will not. And then I'm going to hire sorters. So movers for sorters to, and then I'm going to hire a Craigslist, a Facebook marketplace person, Porsche, Amazon. Once we get into the details, we'll see how many people we need. And then we're going to have a curator. And then we're going to actually, and this is one of the things I did a long, long time ago. I used to have a delivery service that when people bought stuff, I literally sold stuff over the phone. Folks never even came in the warehouse. And I was like, took their credit card, and then they had the stuff delivered, right? So that's something else we're going to do. We're going to have a 25-foot truck for mostly storage auctions. We're going to have an Isuzu NPR. You've seen these, you just don't know what they're called. It's the box truck with the flat front. That's going to be the delivery truck, because it can fit in most places and it can haul a lot. And it'll be the backup truck. Like, say we have a lot of loads and they need to go out, they'll go that. So 2 cameramen, 4 to 5 editors. Just the storage auction thing, we're looking at about probably 35, 40 employees. And this is going to happen before the summer. So we're talking about maybe 65 employees between all businesses. But once again, I'm not afraid, because I know for a fact the storage auction business prints money, just prints money. And also, when you have those Wahoo units, like typically the average unit, you'll make 2 to 3 times what you paid for it. Then there's another grade of units that you'll make like 10 times what you paid for. And then there's these Wahoo units. you could pay virtually anything and you'll make 25, 30, 100 times more than you paid for it. So I'm not going to be out there loading. I'm not going to be sorting. That's very, very time intensive. So I'm not doing that. But once again, you will get to see me hire a bunch of people. And one of the things I'm going to look for managers, and this is funny, I'm going to look for drill sergeants, people who were in the military that had DI experience. These would be the managers. Why? They know how to keep people together. They know how to manage groups of people. And drill sergeants have some of the most insane hours. So we will see how that goes on. But once again, once you start having a real business and hiring people, this is when you level your business up. The sooner you can hire and to maintain hires, the better off your business is. That's all I got for you guys. I'll talk to you in the next one.